Cyclones Ida and Kenneth wreaked havoc over Zimbabwe, Malawi, Madagascar, Mozambique, and other parts of southern Africa. It devastated millions and became a wake-up call for extreme weather-resistant infrastructure to be built in poor countries. Both of these tragedies were only within 6 weeks of each other, which perpetuated the suffering of many. Cyclone Ida was named the Shona word for love. It originated in a tropical depression that formed off the coast of Mozambique on March 4, 2019, and headed for the city of Beira, which is home to over 500,000 people. Its path blew inland and affected Zimbabwe and reached as far as Malawi, which is 382 miles from the origin of the storm. High winds up to 170 kilometers an hour blew through, and a torrential downpour proceeded. On the Simpson-Saffir scale, it was ranked a Category 4 storm, and floodwaters rose to over 10 meters high. The storm finally dissipated on March 21, 2019, yet left detrimental impacts. 1,000 people lost their lives in this cyclone, and about 100,000 people were displaced. Entire communities were flooded, and people were left homeless without power, food, or water. $2.2 billion of damages were reported, and over 4,000 homes were destroyed. Landslides brought on by the storm completely disrupted the natural landscape. In the picture to the left are the scars in the land left from the storm on a hill in a village called Ngagu. To the right are a flooded field of crops that used to grow maize. About 90% of farmland was completely destroyed by this cyclone, which completely disrupted the food supply chain and economy of those who depended on it. Cyclone Kenneth occurred just 6 weeks after Cyclone Ida and began to form on April 21, 2019. The storm originated in a vortex north of Madagascar. Kenneth hit landfall in Mozambique as well as affected areas as far away as Tanzania, which is 850 miles away from its origin. Kenneth had an average wind speed of 185 kilometers an hour and a maximum of 270 kilometers an hour. It was also ranked a Category 4. This storm later dissipated on the 29th of April. 52 people lost their lives in Cyclone Kenneth. 608 schools were destroyed as well. 7,013 homes were also destroyed. The total for the damages was $188 million. Infrastructure was completely destroyed. Telephone poles had fallen and roads were too damaged or blocked to travel on. Food, water, and sanitation were scarce due to this tragedy. As the climate crisis increases in severity, so will extreme weather. These cyclones are a result of the warming of the surface of the ocean induced by human causes. It will affect those in poor countries the most. Due to poverty, they are left vulnerable to the effects of climate change. If we do not act soon, we may lose millions of lives to tragedies like these. In this presentation, here is drone footage of the actual impacts in Beira, Mozambique, taken by an organization called the National Media Group.